Cam, you and I are going to be leading a series of conversations in June called Leaders Table, around the questions of how do we lead in this new place where we find ourselves? What makes you energized and excited about leading this?
Alan, I could probably answer differently with each of my different hats, whether it's as a local pastor or through some of the denominational work I do, or even some of the extended work I do with Forge. There's this pervasive feeling among pastors that I'm talking to, and I feel it in my local setting. We're tired, we're weary. Some of our people want to go back to where we were. And yet, foundationally, I'm just absolutely convinced that all of these leadership patterns that we've learned over the last generation, 2, 3, are not going to get us where God wants us to go in the next little while. And so I'm excited about conversations that we've had and some of the things I've been learning, even in the midst of COVID, that would say it needs a new leadership. So local pastors and denominational leaders, we need to lean into discerning where God's at work and helping our people, using my friend's language, creating space for our people to begin to, right in the neighborhoods where they are, learn to discern where God's at work. And I think that's a very foundationally different kind of leadership than what I learned in the past. And that's giving me breath and life and joy as we start to go forward. It's a big subject, and it's going to have lots of changes that need to happen, but it's giving me joy and energy. So how about you? What are you excited about?
Yeah, I'm hearing the same thing as you are, that tired, weary, worn out, frazzled around the edges. And you know, there's ways of responding to that you've just described. But the real thing I want to talk about here is hope, and not hope in some vague sense, but there is a hopeful future that's being percolating and birthing right in the middle of what this is all about. So what I'm excited about is describing what's going on, talking about leadership skills, but much more deeply, inviting leaders into discovering the kind of hope that's beginning to bubble and shape us. We don't have to be tired. We don't have to be weary. There is another way, and I want to invite people into that.